Hello friends, today let's learn some properties of union of two sets. First of all, let us understand what is union of sets. Suppose if we have two sets given, set A, that's 1, 2 and 3, and there is another set which contains element 4, 5 and 3. Now if we have to find the union of these two sets, which is represented as A union B, that is equal to, now in this set we have to collect all the terms of set A and set B. First we'll write all the elements from set A, that is 1, 2 and 3, and then we'll write all the elements from set B, that is 4, 5, and here 3 is repeated, that's why we'll not take that. So this is the union of these two sets. So this is how we can define the union of two sets, and we are going to verify two properties of union of two sets. So the first property is, if A is a subset of set B, and if we take the union, that is A union B, that must be equal to set B. So if A is subset of set B, then A union B is equal to set B. That is, if every element of set A is in set B, and if we find their union, it must be equal to set B. Let's illustrate this by having one example. Let us consider set A, which has elements 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there is another set B which contains 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Because as set A is a subset of set B, so for set B there must be at least one element extra than the elements in set A. So set A has 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why all the elements must be there in set B, and along with it, it has another element 5. So now in this case, every element of set A is in set B. So A is a subset of set B. Now if we find A union B, that is A union B is equal to, so to find the union of these two sets, we have to collect all the elements from both of these two sets. So in curly bracket we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is there in set B, and as we are finding the union of two sets, first of all we should write all the common elements and then uncommon elements, so as to have A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now if you compare A union B with set B, we can observe that all the elements from set A union B are there in set B. So in that case, A union B and set B are equal sets. So from this example we can write A union B is equal to set B. So if A is subset of set B, then from that we have this property A union B is equal to B. And similarly, if we have the converse of the previous property, that is, if A union B is equal to set B, then A must be a subset of set B, which is the converse of the previous property.